present to.
Are you married?
Okay, my name is Mr. Olai, and I'm one of the lecturers here. I'm one of the lecturers here. I specialize basically in Montessori. I'm also the admin, but presently in the class, I'm a lecturer, so just leave it on the lecturer level first. When we are outside the class, then we can. Alright. This morning, I believe you have all been introduced to Montessori by Ms. Valerie. She has talked about the biography of Dr. Maria Montessori, how she begins the journey, how the story, the method Montessori itself, how it comes to place. I know that some of us will be surprised, maybe wondering why did she name that the method, the Montessori method. Based on my own findings, what I've discovered is that people back then in building this, if they are about to invent something, probably if I want to invent this thing now, this thing will become online tons. I can call this online ton blizzard. So wherever you see this thing, it becomes online ton. Whether I'm dead, I'm not alive again, other people are producing this thing, say online tons blizzard. People attach their names, just like you have Napier machine, you have Pascaline, you have Admiral. Different people, people put their name to whatever invention they did to them. Just like you have a cigar board here, so there's a bacteria called cigar board. So it's by Edward Sylvain. So that's why the name Montessori, because Montessori is her surname. Actually, her name is Dr. Maria, but surname is Montessori. So the method is recognized as Montessori's method because it was introduced by her. Montessori. So in case you have heard about other methods, remember she mentioned Waldorf, she mentioned which other method again? EYFX, Reggio Emilia, Jim Piaget, and some other scholars and that. So, but basically here, we focus on Montessori and everything you need to know. Let me use that word, everything. Like literally everything you need to know about Montessori. So, you're all welcome once again. But before I start my class, don't let me just assume I've known everybody because let me say I'm seeing everybody for the first time. So let me meet everybody from my right hand.
My name is
Mrs. Visola. Visola what? Okay, Mrs. Visola. I don't know Miss Visola is Miss Visola. Okay, well. Miss Sola Shade. Okay? This is Nicolas, I know that one.
Mrs. Chama.
Mrs. Chama, thank you. Mrs. Manuel, you're welcome.
Timmy. I just prefer Timmy.
Is it Timmy?
Yes.
That you complete. Okay, that was Timmy. Okay. Timmy. So I think before I remember everybody's name.
No, it's fine.
Okay. So if I call you Mrs. Woman that's doing class, so I know, but I will put myself in that. But Mrs. Timmy, okay? This is Adironke.
Let's call it Timmy. Don't put Timmy.
Timmy. Okay, sorry. Alright, once again, my name is Mr. Lighton. You will be very used to hearing this name. I want to take it 3 times in the day. I'll keep telling you my name is Mr. Lighton. And the reason is because anytime you come across the video, you can always tell that, okay, this is the person taking the class. And we are going to be looking at history of Montessori method. Basically, we are going to be touching most of the things she has mentioned earlier before we now delve into what exactly what we want to do. Okay, first thing I would like to ask question. What is Casa de Band. What is the meaning of Casa de Band then?
Children's
Children's house of. Is this the house of babies?
Just children's house. Bini is Bambini is baby and Casa is house.
So, okay. Now, can anybody tell me at what year did Dr. Maria Montessori get married? What is the name of her spouse, her husband? Mary is the son.
Okay.
I'm still coming there because I believe those are the very crucial points you are supposed to be jotting down. Because he. Okay, at what year did you graduated from the university?
She graduated 1896.
1896, okay. With what degree? As a medical doctor. Okay, which other areas of field did she find herself apart from being a doctor? She wanted to become an engineer, okay, but she didn't later become the engineer. But do you know she was also a psychologist?
Yes, because she works in the psychiatric department.
She worked as a volunteer in the psychiatric hospital.
Yes.
Okay. What is the name of Dr. Maria Montessori's son?
Mario.
And that was the only son.
Yes.
How many wives does Mario have?
Two wives.
Okay, 2 wives.
Second
Second wife, okay. Okay, let me continue.
You wanted to ask me.
No, don't worry. I know that one, you know that one. Okay, all right. According to Dr. Maria Montessori, she says children build themselves from mothers.
Can you please go back to what's her husband?
The husband name is called Santiago, something.
Comfortable.
You can relax your back.
It's not working. It's not even working.
Okay, she joined the research program at the psychiatric hospital in 1996. She was not going there. No, don't worry. I need to print it. The guy name is Montesano. Okay, Gusti Montesano. G-I-U double S E-double-P-E P-E P-E, yeah, E. Montesano.
What is the spelling of that?
Montesano is M-O-N-T-T-E-S-S-A-O-N. A-O-A-N-O.
Montesano. You said Montesano.
Okay, Dr. Maria Montessori says, she said children build themselves from what they find in their environment. Now, that word, now one of the things I want us to be very, to get used to, and you are going to be seeing more, is the environment. Anytime you are in a Montessori settings or in a Montessori program, you will keep hearing that word, the environment, the environment. The reason is because the environment can either make you or mar you. Every one of us that we are sitting here right now, we are the product of our environment, whether we like it or not. The environment has contributed a lot to us, even than our parents have done. In case you don't know. Now, let me use a practical explanation for you. If, for example, while growing up, our parents take us to all these big school, like they pays in millions and so on like that, where senator children goes to and the president children goes to. Whether we like it or not, we are going to mingle with children, the president and children, right? Now, directly or indirectly, they are going to influence who we are. On the long run, we are going to make a clique and a caucus. And whether we like it or not, they are going to like, he's my friend, no, I cannot let me appoint him to something. My daddy, this is him, bring your CV, dead daddy, I assist you. Environment. That is why you see some parents that they are not well doing, so much well dressed to say, but they will make sure they put their child in a school the way you can associate with people that are going to contribute to the child's developmental goals. So that's why I said environment have a lot of influence in every human. People that live in you won't use someone that lives in Mushin, some very rugged area in Mushin or Ajegunle or so, to compare someone that lives in the VI. That probably after the school bus drop the person go upstairs, it has always been in the upstairs. Unless they want to go and watch movie or they want to go and do this thing outside and go for a golf. You know the routine now. So they are all bringing it be different. When they meet each other, the way their brain is going to be wired will be different because somebody will be thinking something, somebody will think something else. If crisis happens, somebody will be what will look like, what will happen here? You go and break bottle too. You can see the way. So the environment. So Dr. Montessori says, who is Dr. Montessori? She became, in the year 1896, she became the first Italy female physician, discovered the fact through research on children with disability. I think I has mentioned all of that. I know I told you that I was going to brush up around those areas. Tell her to click and try again. Okay. Tell her to go with this. Tell them to go with this one. Please, I have to take it. Alright. Okay. Alright, our findings of how children learn inspire her to, to the Montessori, to the University of Rome to study psychology and philosophy. I was telling you that he studied, he later became a psychologist too, a psychiatrist. And later, she taught anthropology. Now, in the year 1906, Dr. Montessori found her first, 1906. I was asking you what the meaning of Casa de Bambini was. So, Casa de Bambini was founded in the year 1906. I think you should note that. Casa de Bambini was founded in the year 1906. So he was given the opportunity to teach how many children? The numbers were not mentioned. Okay, she was given the opportunity to teach 60 children. 60. At the start. Through scientific observation of these children, Dr. Montessori recognizes that the gap. So, through scientific observation of these children, Dr. Montessori recognizes that they respond to material with deep concentration, resulting in a fundamental shift in their ways, in their inattention and disorder, to a state of profound peace, calm, order within their environment. What does that mean? Now, one thing you will observe is this. If you have been in an environment where kids are working with material before, don't let me say playing, because we assume when the children are using material, they are playing. That's always to be, so that you write it for them. But they are actually working. So children, play is work. Play. That's why they will do it when somebody will be panting. Some of them will be sweating. Who give you work to do this boy? Because it's actually work. So that boy is work. Hey. So when they are working, they are actually learning, and there's peace. They will become, everyone will be, you just don't see that, is that boy still in this place? When you now know, you just see that the other person is looking, just, maybe he's using one material, he just, he gets fascinated with one material, like, wow. Sometimes the process of doing his own, because children sensory explorer. We call them sensory explorer. In the process of exploration, the child can go down material broken. Which name do you call the child? Don't lie. As a child, as a Nigerian, yeah, don't lie. Baseje, destroyer. You don't even know now. Okay, a child broke something, for example now. Maybe for example, a child just see this thing and this thing is just bringing like, this is very unusual to every other airport. And the child is just holding it. Maybe this thing just like this. Maybe one of these things just fell down. Bam! Or this one fell down by itself. And say, what name do you call the child?
You want to spoil it.
Destroyer.
You know that you want to spoil it, they are being soft, they lie. You don't say that. You first go there. It's like you're not serious, you want to say that thing.
You want to spoil it.
I won't call the child a name, I don't know.
Okay.
I won't call the child a name.
Okay.
I will say that what will come out of my mouth first is be careful. I don't know.
Okay.
For me, I will just say you want to spoil it, Abi. A child of God does not spoil anything.
Okay, Mommy Gio is here. Okay. Now, naturally, the child does not have intention of spoiling it. He's only exploring. I remember when I was very young, there's this radio called Palito. This radio, one radio like this. There is this, that used to have antenna on the end like this. If my mom should bring it home, I will look for nail to lose that thing. I want to see that thing that is stuck inside that thing. I want to see it. I've lost our TV. I've lost it before when she was not around. Black and white television those days. I now lose it. The screw that I removed, I could not get the screw back. So I now push it to the wall so that the wall will hold it back. There's no way not arranging the table. You just drag the TV. The wall just fell out. I just do something that you know. I was only exploring. I wanted to see why are these people here? What is going on that they are even showing their face? I wanted to see it. It is not that. So it requires a lot of knowledge for you to actually know that these children are actually exploring. They are very inquisitive. So they want to know. That curiosity inside there, that innate curiosity inside them, I want to know what is going on inside this thing. So that is what makes them like when Dr. Montessori introduced them to material, and she sees that they are actually learning. For example, I want to teach fraction, and this is fraction sketches. Now here, like this is a whole. When I decide to remove one of what?
1 over 4.
1 over 4. This becomes what? 3 over 4. 3 out of 4.
Yes.
Do you understand? Which easiest way can you teach fraction like this? But if I write it on the board, this individual might not get it right for a very long time. But just holding it, the child can say, okay, we have 3 here out of 4. That's 3 over 4.
3 over 4.
We have 1 out of the 4. We remove 1. That's 1 over 4.
Very simple.
Now let me now tell you this. The sweet part is this. There is hardly any learning areas that you want to teach or any topics that you want to teach that there's no materials to attend to it.
General learning or just
Yes. Montessori. Because Montessori under Montessori, I don't know if she mentioned that we have history, we have botany, we have maybe I'm unfortunate on that one. Unfortunate on it. We have a lot. Montessori is very wide than just 5. Basically, it's 5, but it embodied a lot of other subject areas too. So, which I'm going to reveal it today. So, now when Dr. Maria Montessori observed this change with all the children in her environment, now she concluded that she had discovered children's true normal nature, and she has founded the Montessori method. That was how the Montessori method was founded. Because the method is like, okay, I brought material, I brought this thing. Instead of them drawing this thing on the board. Okay, let me craft this one out. Okay, this is continent. This is a continent. This is Australia, on that continent. Now they sketch it out. They use their poster color to color it. It's different from me just drawing on it. You know, hands on. When children learn in hands on, they are going to, whether you're a kinesthetic learner, whether you're a visual learner, which other learning ability that you find yourself, as far as you lay your hands on the material, you use it. It's going to speak. Even though you are auditory learner, it's going to speak. Because while I'm explaining to you, you use the material, you are hearing it, auditory learner. You are seeing the visual learner. You are holding the kinesthetic learner. Okay, why won't you learn? You understand now? So that's why I always tell people, I said every other method are good, but Montessori method is better. And it's the best. You understand now? So now later Dr. Montessori referred to this change as normalization. That change that happened here is normalization. Now there's something that used to happen in school. The first week of resumption, that's school. I believe everybody here should be a teacher, right? Or school now, or doing something. Now, what did you always observe when they bring children to your school first? As those are dealing with toddlers. You will hear a pattern of cry that first week.
That's the freshers.
Freshers, huh? Not even freshers.
Some welcome back to school.
I was taking him down from the car.
I have a pupil in my class.
Some returning students
first week of resumption, he vomited till the first day of second.
Let me explain what happens to you. They are not yet normalized. That is why in our home here, in our home space, when children come in, first week of resumption, we don't bring them to class. We don't go to class. We do outdoor activities. We do outdoor activities. We do excursion to other classes. Now let me give you an example. Let me tell you the reason why that thing always happen. I will use all of us to do example to do it now. Now number one is that we always see children like this. We didn't see them as human beings. Children, we don't see them as human beings. We see them as almost human beings. Honestly, that's it. We always see that they are almost human beings. Because if we do see them as human beings, we should be seeking their consent sometimes, and we should consider their emotions, because we don't used to think they have mood swings. I told somebody that, do you know children have mood swings? Say, what? I said, do you know children even used to have depression? Say, what are they thinking that they have? The thing that you never see as a problem can be a problem to them because they are still children. They are not thinking of house feel can be a whole problem and everything, other things. Their own problem might be, and I saw this thing with Stamy, me too, and I want that thing, and mommy is not getting it for me. That might be their own cause of depression.
Mommy did not allow me to go and play outside.
So they will have mood swing. And don't forget that we are 90% our gene. So you that used to have mood swing every time. You have already given enough school. How do you think the hospital will not have mood swing? So I think now say come and I'm not writing today. You have not come across somebody like that. The basic you rather cut my hand last class because I will not write this thing. Unless you now, calm the person down, calm the child talk lying or talking in. Yeah. Okay, you don't want to write, Abby? No problem. Let's have fun. Then let's rhymes, let's do this. On the journey of rhyming, you can say, okay, there's a ball. Can you draw the ball for me? She draw the ball. The person don't want to write me. You are using wisdom to. At the end of the day, you end up doing 3 balls plus 2 balls. You end up having 5 balls. You are doing mathematics. But what I'm trying to say is that you just grab them. You are not necessarily that you are going to resume school next week. You have been telling them that they will resume school. You have bring them to the environment of the school. You let them explore to see all the classes. When they come to school, they welcome them in. I told this. We used to do excursion. When my wife's school, they will take them to classes. But some of them never used to stay in their class for the first week. For the first, they will later small they will be staying. But they will first stay there, they will go to another class, they want to see what is going on there, they will go there. They are exploring the environment. They don't, it's just like an adult, somebody just grab you and go and put you in one place. That this place, this is where you are going to sit, you morning till afternoon. Won't you be wondering that, are you But the person bring you in, okay, this is this thing, this is a room, this thing, this is your room, these are the other rooms and everything. You know, you feel like okay, I own the environment, I'm in the environment. But I just grab you, you just enter the I say, this is where you are going to be staying. By 5 o'clock, I want to carry bus car to come and pick you. Yeah, at times I'm not considering your own emotion. And because maybe I'm your father or I'm your listener or I'm your superior to you, you do have option to protest towards it. But if you did, you do think about this. You need to bring in when you are admitting children, you need to put them. The day I went to go and bring my children to, they just got admitted to just one school like that, one school, very close. The first thing the boy asked is that, did they have, where they used to play ball? Did they have feed in the place? I said, the place that we went to, that they have feed there, money is very organized, and the place is very far away from here. And their school was so amount to. I want somewhere a bit closer, but okay. Let's go and check. So we went to go and check. So we were doing this scouting together. And when they got there, they were welcome, they did this thing, they saw basketball court, this one. I love this place. The other guy said, I don't like it. There's no something that gets carried to people. Buy skip, you put it to your bag. It was later she told me that during this they used to do ballet, they used to do music, they used to do chess, extracurricular activities. So it's now more fun. Interclass activities they used to do. So it's now fun. But one thing is that I let them know where they are going. They saw it, they took the decision that they want the place. Because we took them to one place before they did the exam. Now I said you should come back the next day to come and see the result of the exam. Whether private school I want to pay money, say whether you are admitted or not. No problem. You will not come back. But meanwhile the children say they don't like the place anyway. They say this is very boring. That is very boring. Why should they want to? I give them the opportunity to make decisions. So that on the long run we won't be having issues of I don't want to go to school to do all this kind of feelings. So what am I saying? I said normalization. So that's what brought us there, like normalization. We need to normalize kids. And the reason why Dr. Mara was able to arrive at this was because she was able to normalize those children with the materials. Okay. Dr. Mara Montessori visited the United States in the year 1913. All those ones. That year, Alexander Graham Bell and his wife founded the Montessori Education Association for her, MEA. During her second visit to the US in 1915, Montessori attended the Panama Pacific International Exhibition in San Francisco, gaining the world attention with her glass house classroom exhibit. She conducted teachers training course and addresses annual convention of the National Education Association and the International Kindergarten Union. You can see different ministries. The way she was preaching as if he was preaching the gospel, as somebody was preaching. I think you have to go for missionary. That okay, let me go from year to year. Let me go and preach the gospel here. That's how she was doing all of the talk. In 1917, the Spanish government invited Dr. Mara Montessori to open a research institute. They invited her. A few years later, she began a series of teachers training course in London. In 1922, again, she was appointed as government inspector of school. Now they are appointed as government inspector of school. So that means there is no way the school will not meet up the standard they are supposed to meet up, because she already knew the method she wanted them to meet up with. It's just like the Minister of Education here. Did she even know the method she wants to do this? Is she even inspecting school? It is well. So she founded the association Montessori International, AMI. If you go online, AMI, you see it online. The university student. And so they have a student, they have a university. In 1929, however, because she opposes Mussolini fascism, that man is the man was the prime minister in Italy those years. So she was forced to leave Italy in 1934 because the man was a fascist. So there, Dr. Mara Montessori then traveled to Spain and eventually opened Montessori Training Center in Netherlands in 1938. In 1939, she founded a series of training courses in India. You know, that's why Indian.
I said, this is history.
No, you don't need to put all this.
How are we going to cram this on our head?
The ones that you are supposed to hold on to were the ones that I asked you to jot, to note. After the beginning, so person name, all those ones. But all of this journey. Because I know you are still going to have brief history of Dr. Mara in your exam. But I think you don't exam now. Okay. Now, in the year 1949, she founded the Montessori Center in London and was nominated as for the Nobel Peace Prize in the year 1949, 1950, 1951 consecutively. Now, Dr. Madam Montessori died in the year 1952.
No, 1952. Okay, it's
1952.
81.
Yes, a year after she collected the Nobel Prize, the distance. You know, I said she collected it consecutively.
It's 52.
5 and 2.
May 6.
Our work continues through AMI. AMI is American Montessori International. So, and as well as through American Montessori Society. America embraces Montessori like, because she kept going to US, like, you know, she was the inspector. They kept, so they formed a different association for her. It's a different body for Montessori. You know, we have University of Montessori too.
Sorry, Doctor, like you're trying to debate, it's because you mentioned America has Montessori. I heard UK has Montessori too, and
yes.
Someone was saying that they both are different. How true is that?
They are both
They're different.
I don't understand.
They're both American Montessori.
British. Like, because I don't have any knowledge of people, but from what she was saying, she was like, either you start from the right or you start from the left. I don't know.
Okay, let me explain something to you. Now, basically, we have British English, we have American English.
Yeah.
Now, there's something that Dr. Madam Montessori says, and I'll quote it here now, and you should go down to it. That should give you the answer. He said, preach or teach Montessori the way it is being, the way it's going to being practiced. Practice Montessori is being practiced in your immediate environment. Now, application of Montessori in America will be different from the one of UK. Application of Montessori in the UK will be different from the one in Nigeria, because we are in different geographical area.
Okay.
You understand now? If I'm talking about, we are talking about dressing frame. Although you have all dressing frames are the same. You understand? But there are some certain dresses that you only get them in Nigeria here. Or let's talk about sound. Let's talk about sound. We know we have different sounds. Our sound is different from their own sound.
Yes, sir.
But whichever way, you have to introduce children to what? Sound. Now, do you understand now?
Yes.
Our sound is different from Indian sound. But whichever you need to introduce children to what? Sound. So you practice it the way it is going to be applicable to your immediate environment.
Okay.
So what that person said, I won't say it's true and I won't say it's lie. And I think that answer should be able to justify what the person said.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. So that brings us to the last topic we are going to be treating for today. Let me quickly. The last topic is Montessori education as an aid of life. Montessori education as an aid of life. Aid to life. Aid to life. Aid. Aid. AIN. AID. Yeah. Aid to life. Now there's a slogan in Montessori. The slogan is "Help me to help myself."
Help me to help myself.
That's the slogan in Montessori. Help me to help myself. What does that mean? Now, for example,
you solve people's problem, you find a solution
to your own problem.
I like that.
Because everybody has a problem, and solution to everybody's problem is another person's problem. You understand what I'm saying now?
Yes.
So now that slogan, "Help me to help myself," it's very simple. Let me give you a very practical example about it. There's a let me use dressing frame for example under practical life. Now you teach a child how to use buttoning, how to use press buttoning, large button, small button, zip lock, velcro. We have velcro, that's a little small velcro. We have zip. We have, you taught them how to use all of those materials. They know how to do it independently. Now tell me, how won't they be able to dress themselves up? They will know how to button from up. You button up, you zip up. Then another thing again is lacing. There's another activity, for lesson. I taught that lesson last week. I taught that activity last week. And why did I teach the activity last week? I discovered that there's a particular busy three. Yeah, busy three. Like few of them can't lace them in their shoe. So when I got there and once they off the shoe like this, to now wear the shoe, put the shoe back, no problem. Basic 4, basic 3. They'll now, instead of them to tie the distance, they'll now put the rope inside like this. Later this up, he has gained what? Independence. Independence. Yes. We have helped him himself. You can see that that's slogan, how the slogan. That's one of the solutions. So it's a slogan in Montessori. It's a slogan in the learning to learning in Montessori. The ability for children to do things for themselves. I've already mentioned that. Okay? Our duty as a Montessori teacher is to support the child in the intellectual independence, the ability to think, reason, and imagine for themselves. Our duty as Montessori teacher is to support the child's intellectual independence, ability to think, reason, and imagine for themselves. Okay. Hello, everybody. Let me ask you this question. Go for B, go for B, go for B, go for B. This thing here just caught fire. What's the question you're going to do? Now, this place is sealed. There's burglary here, there's burglary here. Where do you want to go to? So this door, I'll disappear. Somebody is, people will just start listening things, somebody, I'll just break the door and we, you just critical thinking to find a solution to it, problem solving. What if they took the light now and we needed more reflection for us to have a brighter distance? What do we do?
Raise the curtain.
Raise the curtain up, open the window, we put on the ring light. Because I've never put it on. We put on the ring light. If you have torchlight, you can put it. We will ask questions that will make them think critically. They can provide solution to it. One of the reasons why we are having problem in our society right now is because most of some youth or adults or so-called can't provide solution to problems in the environment. Now, my street, I noticed something in my street. Almost all the shops there sell the same thing. Even if they are coming new. You see them, they'll say, spaghetti, rice, indomie. I said, how much are you? Is it there's millions or something big one inside this thing? Yeah. The other thing is that we are lacking these days is community. None of you even think about it. So just remember, just came in and you see yam, you see plantain, you see efo, you see gari, you see all of these things. And everybody personalizes that every time. She comes on Sunday, everybody. We don't see people that will say chicken. Oh, I just came and just brought chicken in. The next 3 shops, I want to brought chicken. I said, so you are waiting for somebody to come and say chicken before you say chicken. People can't think. There's actually a problem. The next thing is solution. That's why I said if you can't find solution to other people's problem, you have to find solution to your own problem. But we need to start training kids now how to think critically, how to provide solution to things. What if? Go for it. What if something happened to me and mommy and daddy? What will you do? Somebody will tell you that me, I will stop school. I will be going to go and find work. So I will be using the money to take care of my business. Or I will go to grandma. I do not like grandma. Grandma can be somebody else. I will go to die or they will take consideration to things. Don't assume it can never happen. It can. You don't pray to die young anyway. But things happen. Critical thinking. Don't let's wait till things happens before you start thinking. Nobody pray for anything, but anyway. You understand what I'm saying? But critical thinking and problem solving skills, we need to teach in the class. You can just ask them, what if this board now just remove that the thing board just ask them, what are we going to do? How are we going to be writing? Somebody tell you can dictate. Somebody tell you that you can write it on a book. You will now give somebody will now write it. Oh, 2 of us will write it. You will now transfer it to the next person. People will provide solution. You will be surprised with the answer you are going to be able. You will imagine the way some of them are thinking. You understand what I'm saying? So, now, no one can be free unless he is independent. That's Dr. Montessori quote. He said, no one can be free unless he is what? Independent. And one of the things every human being always crave for in their life is independence. Yes. I hope you know. Yes. From the mother's first tooth, that is the stomach at the You always want to come outside. Bam, you come outside like this. You want to do things by yourself. Started feeding himself. Started putting the mouth by himself. Started doing this. Want to walk. Started crawling. Want to walk. After walking, want to go to school. After school, after some time, you want to be doing things. I can work by myself. I can do things by myself. Start doing things for myself. Later, after this thing, you want to jump out to university so that you will relieve. Your mom will not be asking to wash plate and everything again. You know, that's the truth. Though. After youth service, you just say, "Mommy, I saw one work at VI. I was discussing with my friend at VI." After that one, is the man. He is the man. After independence. The man is not shocking you. I am tired. I'm not doing again. You are shocking me too much. Independence. Everybody yearns for independence. Every individual. That is why one of the greatest things greatest punishment you can ever give a man is to deprive the person of the person's independence. Okay. Now this decision making is fundamental to work of children in Montessori classroom. Though through being active participants in daily decision making, the children learn to engage their will, follows their interest, and develop their own strategy for solving problems and implementing solutions. Now, what do I mean by that? Sometimes you might want to work with a particular material. Maybe if you don't have it, because some classes, some schools have all things in their class. Each classroom have it. Yes, it happens.
Yes, I know.
They have all this material in their classroom. Their classroom is just like this. It's not someone share like this. Everybody, the material is there. When they want to work, they will bring the material. So you can work with this material. Somebody can work with this material. Everybody is working in isolation.
Yes.
But if you are not in the school that have the opportunity, maybe you just Montessori room, you just come to Montessori room and this thing, and you already have what you plan to do, and you just even in isolation, you can just give some set of students to work with the particular material while you are dealing with other things. Then you take them in bash. They take turns working with the materials. And unless you want them to just sit and you want to take the particular material. By doing that, they learn resilience, they learn taking turns, they learn orderliness, they learn calmness. A lot of things during your because this is how they are going to sit in the Montessori classroom. This is the proper way of sitting in the Montessori classroom. This is the proper way to sit. Because of some people that they are very fast like me, in case you cannot sit like this, you sit like this. But whichever way, your leg must not be obstruction or distraction to your material, to your presentation. So that's why it should always be at the back. If you can sit like this too, no problem. Make sure your leg is not a distraction to whatever presentation you want. Okay, questions are embraced and encouraged in Montessori classrooms. Questions are embraced and encouraged. It's not when the child wants to ask questions, it's okay, don't too much. Don't too much. We used to do it, teachers used to do it too.
But there are some students, there are some people.
Actually, there are some students that can do that.
They do repetition
They
of
will
questions.
ask you questions.
Some even.
But there is you just shut the child down. Because once you shut the child, the question the child might be asking before might not be too relevant. But that moment might be the time that the questions that really need to be addressed might be what the child wants to answer them, and that will be the time you should shoot the child. There's a way you apply wisdom to dodge questions from children.
Okay, let me ask you a question, sir. In a situation whereby, let's even leave Montessori, like the normal classroom. I just want to digress a bit.
You said traditional classroom. Montessori is normal classroom.
Okay, the traditional, I'm learning the traditional classroom, and then you are teaching, and this child is fond of repetition of questions, and the last question he asked is not even in line with what you are teaching. You try to answer.
Let's do a practical.
The next question again,
this topic is Montessori education.
Is it right for me to show the please?
He said he wants
let's practicalize
so
it.
ask him a question.
So our topic today is Montessori education as aid to life. Do you have any question?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay.
When are you going to eat?
Okay.
Uncle, did you know that my mom came to school this morning?
That's true, I know. But you know what we do today? Once it's break, the timekeeper is going to jingle the bell. Then you can go on lunch. And then for you, I see your mom this morning. But don't worry, we just about it later.
Uncle, my mom said on the 1st of October, we're going to put on white. Is it white? Is it green? Is it yellow? I don't understand. My mom said.
Do you know one thing?
Uncle, I have green at home.
I know you have. Do you have white too? Do you have white?
No, but I can tell my mom to get it for me.
Okay, this is what you should do. After this class, when I'm done with this class, you come and explain something.
Uncle, please, can I use the toilet?
Let me finish.
They are. That's what they are.
I know they can be very naughty sometimes, but the truth is this. Let me tell you something. There is what we call.
There. Yes.
Let me explain to you. There are several ways and approach to situations.
I'll be like.
Now, before you attend to Demlade, it's okay.
But that's showing, sir. Yes. Yes.
No.
So he's getting somewhere. He's saying somewhere. He said before you get to that part.
Okay.
Because now let me explain to you. Because you need to get to that point.
Yeah.
Because if you don't get to that point, the person is going to be a distraction to your class.
To the class. That's what I'm.
And other people are going to emulate that.
That.
Now that is why there should be class rules. You want to ask questions? Until I'm done, you don't ask questions when I'm taking class. Class rules that they know that all of them will be reciting to that person that shush your mouth. When it's coming down for question, you ask. You know they will tell you. We don't need shut up. Shush. You understand?
Yeah.
So shush your mouth. I want to ask you when it's time for question to ask. Because we need to let our class guys. It should be a two-way thing. Because let me tell you something, the capability to teach is with you. The ability to learn is a guy that have it too. You can teach and your guy might say that you don't want to learn. But if it is two-way thing, you will know if learning is indeed going on. You understand what I'm saying? That's why there should be. That's why you can say questions are embraced and encouraged. True about children too. Okay.
This one is not even in the midst of the
classroom.
It's in the classroom too, but not among the toddler or the kids. But this one SS2 child. The boy is my nephew. He's living with me. And the principal, the mommy just called. The school said we should be coming now. And I told the mother that don't ever come to my house unannounced. We brought him to come and live in my house. That means you have already trusted that I can take care of him. So don't come to my house unannounced. So she now had to call me and said, Big Mommy, hey, they just called me and told you school I should be coming. I said, there's nobody that is coming to anywhere. What happened? And I said, I will send the principal number to you. She forwarded it, and I now called the principal. And I said, good afternoon, sir. I'm Toby's Big Mommy. What happened, sir? The principal now explained that immediately they enter after break time, he now took permission that he wants to go and use the restroom. And the teacher said, you are just coming in from break. How come you didn't ease yourself before coming into the class? And you now want to distract my class? You are not going anywhere. We now walked out on the teacher, and the principal now saw him on the corridor walking, and the principal had to call us. I said, sir, don't call us again, sir. You don't need any permission. Beat this boy and let the stubbornness get out of him. This is just a boy of 13 years, sir. If you see him misbehaving in a misconduct way, use cane to send that spirit out of him.
So can I come in here? Because there's a lot, you just said something, but I could just see that there's a lot of things going on. With you, is the guy, like, is the boy stubborn at home? Because
Yes,
for children,
he went to, they brought him from Command Secondary School. And they brought him from boarding school. So that earliness is already there. But at home, it's like it's getting better. And to the extent that one day he said, Big Mommy, I'm now born again. And I said, praise God.
One I could just get from it is he's having issues. Yeah, he's having issues from where he's coming from. You don't know what he has passed through while he was in the boarding school. Now, he's in a new environment. That's what I am getting now.
He's in a new environment.
It will take him time for him to adjust. Me, I would have advised for every child moving from one environment to another, from one school to another, be plain with the teacher or with the principal. Let them know where the child is coming from. For him, you know, in boarding school, they have timing for everything.
Yeah, but okay. This is the second term in that school.
It still doesn't matter now.
The child can
It
even.
still doesn't matter now.
We could be for a year before the child can
adapt.
adapt.
Okay, actually, the boy is not really first.
Yes.
Let me use that word.
Yeah.
Now, number one is this. There's this word T-E-E-N. Tin.
Okay, team. Yeah.
Once they cross that tin,
Okay, double again.
Okay, team.
Yeah.
there's one spirit on its own that always come to them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you are in the settings of teenagers, maybe you take GS1, GS2, GS3,
You should have
SS1, SS2, with your experience, you should know
how
what
to
happens.
do it exactly.
I took, for years, I took GS1, GS2, GS3, I was a part-time teacher in different schools. So I've experienced, I know the way they can do. They can be very naughty, they can be very funny. Eh? They can dare you.
Yes.
You feel they were right.
Yes.
Because that spirit, particularly, let me explain some class to you. Particularly SS2, GSS2.
GSS3.
The reason is because
Yes.
no, SS3 are always the reason that they will be afraid of WAEC. GS1 are new,
Okay.
SS1 are new. But that GS2 and SS2,
There's an ego.
I know, based on experience, I won't lie to you honestly. For a very long time I thought I used to know. So that class, when I was taking those classes, I'm very tough. But there is, we need to use diplomacy. But sometimes because you won't want to do something that will make the children tag you, not lose interest in whatever you're doing. Sometimes when I see some of my students, ex-students, I'm always proud. So one of them is working in one bank at Okiodo there. She even saw me. I was at the bus stop. She saw me. She just embraced me. What's wrong with you? You're doing a big girl. What I do is she's now working in this bank here. I was very proud. The pictures of even that girl's picture and I said and everything is still on my Facebook wall until now. When they graduated, then I posted it on my Facebook. And I was talking about maybe 7 years ago. So now imagine if I was a bad person that time.
And the way you be a bad person is the way the teacher will handle it.
Yeah.
Because that's like giving them the go ahead to flog you. They will flog him unnecessarily.
Now,
it might not be unnecessary.
the boy.
Because me, I've already took time to study him. He's just 13 years.
I know.
He's just 13.
It's just
and I know if fear came. There's a time.
Sorry, ma.
Let me
Sorry, please. What class you say is
SS2.
What's
Don't
13 year old?
13 years old
Is
in
it
SS2.
My
My child is 13 years. He's in GSS3.
We asked him to repeat like me.
He's still young for that.
Too young.
rather.
So I now
My
asked him
11 years old
to
child
repeat. He
is
said,
just
I want to
My
go
own
back
11
to
years
our
is just
house.
11 years old.
Okay.
That's
My second child is 11. GSS1.
They want to even push up. I think pushing.
That's
They are
yes, so-
like that. They go like
That's
that.
Yes, I told them. I said so I stayed in my school. 11 years GSS2.
Yeah, 11 years
My second
So there's no
child.
reason to push
That's
anyone.
My
the age
13
of
years old
but
child,
13
my
in
boy,
SS2.
13 years old.
It's like
Just
putting a
was
child
right
in
why.
university.
Meanwhile,
Let me explain
his
something
mates
about
are in
Issues, sorry, the issue
SS2.
that we're having now in this present jam because of underrated children.
Children.
And this thing now is not affecting.
So he's not even on. So me, ma, with what you just said now,
Age.
he's not even understanding the class.
Yes. That means he went to secondary school from primary 4.
Ah,
Yes.
so that maturity.
You know one thing you should do instead of going back and forth. One thing you should do is this: try and this one of the things I do with my kids. I have one with them. There are a lot of things that they might not be able to discuss. The mom knows, she knows that one she knows, that she will never discuss with them. We will gist that we will laugh about. Sometimes they will say something that requires that I should scold them. But at that instant, I will not say anything so that I will not hear that one.
Yes.
I will not keep quiet.
You cover it
After
up.
some days, I will not address it. I would have addressed it. I will not address it. Hey, that day, you told me this thing. I said, yes. Don't try to give up. You know, because if I address it that moment, I won't hear anything again.
Unless they take it.
So that's why I mean she gave me the opportunity to do that. She said she always like go and meet him, go and because of the way I there's the way I used to address it. The boy is experienced in the boarding house. And he a very, very tough one. That you guys know.
And he went in there.
Don't forget that. Don't forget that. Express is something. Is that you have? If you have bad experience, it's going to determine what's going to happen.
You can put them in body, maybe for instance.
If the boy is having this egoistic spirit, there are several ways. It's not by king.
And the upbringing the children have.
There is something that one of my girls, she told me something which day that she was going to take revenge on somebody or something. Something.
Say it again. Revenge.
16. That she wants to pay back.
I know, I understand. No, I wanted to know the
No.
before knowing.
No, she don't use that word revenge. She don't use that word revenge. Payback. I will do my own back.
I thought she used the word.
And I will
revenge. I was
use
like,
my life experience at a particular age that I use that word payback. And I set myself up with a trap. Not that I was setting myself up. I don't give her that experience. Don't ever have it in mind that when somebody do something for you, you want to do that. Don't ever let it stop you around. I use my own life experience to see it, and she was able to tell it. And it was because we were having conversation. That was why she was able to tell me that. And it was from there I was able to ship in my own life experience too, to give her this thing that I never did to. I'm telling you it's not from Chico, it's from experience.
Even the principal to call because of the child worked out.
It's all professional.
Exactly.
You should be able to handle minor things. What if the parents has one?
Let me explain to you. Do you know why I said the child is not at fault? Apart from the age and all of those things. Let me explain to you. It happens to us sometimes. You probably you went to the bedroom to go and do one or two things or so ever. And you went back inside. After a minute, you discover that you feel like weak.
Yes. It happens, yes.
I don't know if you know that thing. Because this thing comes from the brain. If the signal doesn't say that it is time for me to be, you can't force it.
That's the reason why that's the reason in my school.
After the child was even coming back on the playground.
I was taking
my school.
The English teacher that's supposed to take their reading club was not around, so I now went to stand in for her. So as we took the first story, I said listen very well because I'm going to have 2 questions. Nobody looked anywhere or get distracted in my class. They were very quiet and calm. They were able to answer my question after the reading class. So the second story now, they said we have to read 2 stories. Okay. So one of them we read, every other people will listen. After that one is finished, I will collect the book and read again so that they can pick some words from it. So after the second time, the majority of them said, I want to go and use the restroom. I want to go and use the restroom. And I said, But before we start this class, all of you went to use the restroom. We've not spent up to 40 minutes here. All of you still want to go use it. Nobody is going. So I did not allow them to go. When we finished the second, they were sitting like this. Okay. Like they have the rug, the circle. That's the way they organize their reading class. So I now said, let's fold our things that we used to sit and as they were folding it, I just saw water.
Purposely be on their body.
So it's just one of them, and the day is very brilliant. Very brilliant. One of the brilliant among them. So I just said, who pour water? Me, I didn't even think of
we.
I just said, who pour water here? All of them started laughing. They said his testimony, he has me on his body. I said, no, hold it. It does not come for everybody laughing. I'm the one that caused it. If not, they would have made
Just
okay. So I now just standing. I said, I'm the one that caused it. But you would have told me that you are so afraid that you can't hold it. I don't just want all of you to leave my class and go and we at the same time. That's why I stopped you. But you people will before you come in. So the girl now eventually said, I'm sorry, ma. And I said, okay, yeah, let's go and take a walk. We'll clean it by ourselves. we do everything together, collect the top, all of us will clean it together because we all cost it. So that's why the remaining children did not make it in.
You can see now, it was indeed pressed.
Right.
But there's no way you will tell. Because you assume that about a few minutes ago you still went to go and use the restroom. You understand? So that's it. So please, I think I'm a lot of people waiting for me. Yeah. So please let's call it a day for now.
They cannot sit in.
Thank you very much for joining today's class. My name is Mr. Light. Okay.
Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time.
But I would have suggested that since you said you are reading 2 books, maybe after reading the first one, question and answer, you go into